struggle had its own kind of songs.
We are a spiritual people, and one of the ways of expressing spirituality is through song.
Kwahancinci is Maung's hottest go-to spot for organic and homegrown meals made with love by the foodie who saw the need to unite socialites in Botswana.
We're in Maung. This is about 1,000 kilometers away from Gaborone, which is where I'm from and where the whole food brand started. But I feel like we are so heavily rooted here. Maung is my winning place. I came here for high school and I passed nicely, even got a scholarship to go to South Africa, to Monash in South Africa after this. So Maung has always been a place where I win. So throughout everything that we've tried, the many locations that we've been at in the past couple of years, I think we finally found a good home here in Maung.
Colorful and tasty, Ngqingqi is driven by her love for good food. Almost every item on her menu is through improvisation.
Rent is such a big challenge for small businesses, especially if we're still growing. If you're like a franchise and you're big everywhere else, you know, like the other ones that we know, then rent is an easy thing for them. But it's one shop, one man, you know, food. You have to be making enough to actually cover everything. That means you have to be cooking like volumes and volumes of food. And this is what we're really just trying to get people to, you know, to know about us, so that we're able to like make a deep living out of food, which is very possible because we see with very big franchises what's going on.
The spot is quaint and intimate, but it does the job and provides for the niche market in Maung.
Most of my recipes, it's food that comes from my dreams. Like I taste it before I cook it, before I even know how, but I can taste it in my mouth. So I know exactly now what to put in so that it goes, like it becomes a final dish. I don't know what that is, but it's just kind of a thing that happens. I never know, especially for like my meal of the day, like everyday lunches, I never know what it's gonna be. I kind of dream about it, or it just kind of comes to me during the day. I get inspired by a flower, by a person, by a hat, by the road, by the breeze, by the rain. And then it's just like, okay, now I can taste what I wanna cook, so I'm gonna go. So it's magic in a sense.
Production has been awesome. It was a very short notice. We came for rehearsals one day and we're like, we are going to have a production, and it was just a week for production. So the rehearsals was so tight. We had to spend so many hours. We had an all-night rehearsals on a rainy Friday night. It was tough, but it was fun. The mistakes, the laughter, the words, babbling with the words, it was a fun experience, and the production was awesome. The crew was good. Everything was top-notch. The in and out of everything, it was nice. Wade in the Water. It's a very nice song. It's kind of biblical, telling us about how the Israelites left Egypt and then Pharaoh was following them, and God was like, these are my people, don't follow them. It really speaks to us as people. When Africans, when we were in slavery, we went out of freedom and we're like, we are free from everything. It's a song that speaks, it hits so hard in the soul, and it's nice.
Well, Africa is such a great continent, and for me, if you talk about Africa, you are talking about strength, you're talking about civilization, you are talking about resourcefulness, we are talking about intellect, and we are talking also about something that is very unique to this continent, which is the communal living and the bond that we have for one another. It is very rare if you go to some other aspects of the world and see what they are doing. But here you find people who care so much for each other. And it is often said that you cannot get lost in Africa because the next person you are asking will show you so much hospitality that you will feel he is indeed your brother. And that is why I feel proud to be an African. I know I can go to any place and still, even if I'm not able to speak their language, once I'm within the continent and I'm able to relate, I will be accepted. And that's what makes me very good. And of course, the fact that we have all these natural resources that God has blessed us with. We are so rich, and I believe that if we harness it to our advantage, Africa will indeed get there.
Well, it was a very great experience, and then the production set did amazingly well, because considering the amount of time given us to practice and sing the songs, considering the number of mistakes we were doing during rehearsals, all night stressful evenings, we still came out strong. So I believe that the production has been perfect. First of all, it speaks to people of various walks of life, not just Africans, everyone. The words trying to talk about a little bit of slavery, a little bit of government issues, people being kept hostage in maybe their workplaces or something, and it's given assurance that at least in the future they would have an opportunity to come out of wherever they are, move on to a better place.
Hi, it's nice to be an African. Goodness, the color, the culture, the food, the spice and everything, it makes me proud. I'm a very proud African. I get to experience all the riches in this country and people don't get to know it. And I love Africa and I'm proud to be an African.
no better day. Oh, the water will become